From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between these Road Warriors and the Indianapolis Colts. Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. He's got the squiver. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
What a return to get this game started. What a beginning. But where is the coverage team? And now you got to wonder, how's this going to change the way you script this opening drive?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He swarms in the middle. This it's maybe a yard. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
19 Charger, 19, 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warrior 70, go.
Milton out of the pistol here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Milton, first and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Looking quickly here.
19 Tiger. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Escapes the pocket. That's Harris on the right side. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 91.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. He's on the move, past the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Panthers, first down. First and goal, Houston.
19, 18.
Working inside the red zone. Throws caught.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Seventy Rangers.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down at the line.
The play lost the yard. It's now third and goal.
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
From the gun on third down. Catch made. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's now fourth and goal.
Tiger, 19 Tiger. Bronco 18, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Dragon 60. Ready.
Fourth down, pass coming. And we get an incredible goal-to-go stand to begin this ball game as they force the incompletion and the turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll throw from his end zone. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't get into a Rondé Gadsden the second. And things look tougher now with third and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
From his end zone, 3rd and long. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who is ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
Back to the air following that pick 6. Cut down the field. Leggett. And he will get this inside the 30. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Intended for number 89.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got him the football.
Gets him on the in route. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Offense in a hurry up here.
It's 3rd and 10.
3rd and long for him here. Into the hands of Leggett. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts trim the lead to 1. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Making some progress here. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. Seven Pirates. 69, Cup 19, Cup 19. 19 Lions. Ready.
Milton now. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
Throwing now, Milton. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Let's go.
Offense to the line fast.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Panther 11. Dragon 60. 19 tight. Trap 60. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
And you just get the play off. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
70 Lions. Rangers, 70 Rangers. Pioneers. 7 Pirates. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Milton back to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Close to the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
Viking, 18. 79 Broncos. Buffalo, 18.
Fourth down. They're going to throw for it. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers take a second quarter lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal.
They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
18 Rattler.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Rondé Gadsden the second on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's a big time.
He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards.
19 Lions.
First down.
19 tight. 19 tight.
First and 10
Dragon
at the
60.
45-yard line.
Throwing it again here. Right back to Leggett. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Looking quickly here.
18 more yards. That's another Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
65 Jack. Ready.
From the red zone on first. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Number 89.
Offense up to the line fast.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
Second and very short, looking to pass. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up third down.
Warriors 70.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ready.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
60 box. 18 Rattler. 18 Rat. 19 Tiger. 19. 18 Pioneer. Mustang 19. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Trap 6. 19 Lions. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
And the Panthers first down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
At the 45-yard line.
19 tight. Cut 19. Cut 19. 79 Bronco. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready?
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Brought in right side by Moore. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
And it's third down.
Mikey, 18. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Milton now on third down. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Whew, I think coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Wow, they must really trusted this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And this stays tied here in the second.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60+ is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
First down from the 42.
19 targets. Here we go. Bronco 80. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Starting this drive with a design run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
They're going to try and throw it here. He's going to push one deep down. This is caught inside the 15. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take the lead just before halftime. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 14.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return, so that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Bronco 80. 60 Bellcat, 60 Bellcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
26 yards.
It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Here we go, stop.
A gain of 26 yards.
70 Timberwolves.
First down, Panthers.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70, go.
Milton. He beams one deep right side. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for two.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. All right, they're going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead.
Makes the score Panthers 22, Colts 21.
Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Airing it out to start this drive. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
This fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Milton now. Short pass brought in. And And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Working quickly here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
70.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Going to let this one fly deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 22. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. On the move, headed right. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready, set.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
70 Rangers, set. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
Secures this at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
On the ready.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers grow the lead to 7.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
The Panthers again going for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Nineteen tight.
To throw, Milton. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
Panthers 30, Colts 21.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 60. Go street. Warriors, 70. Ready.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense to the line fast.
It's 4th down.
19 Lions.
They're going for this. Absolutely fires this one, right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
18, 5 years.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
7 Pirates.
Running back sent in motion.
18 Rattler. Ready.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Mustang 19. 70 Rangers.
4th down, pass coming. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And that bounces out before anyone can make a recovery. They're going to have this one inside the 10. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Come on. Wrap the all 80. 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and punch it in. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Panthers push their lead to 15. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So the offense is lined up. Panthers making another attempt at 2.
19, Panther 11. 60 Maverick. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Panthers 60. Panthers 18. Pioneer. Ready?
They'll come out throwing. He's trying to go deep again. That's caught at the 25. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
Warriors 70.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Chased out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 14-yard
Looking for a
line.
pass on second and short. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
In the end zone.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And what will they dial up on third and short? Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Second Pirates.
First and 10 at the 11th.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now the Colts leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for 2.
Two-point conversion.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
Looking to throw here. And he's got it. That catch gets him 2 and turns this into a one-score game once again.
Panthers 36, Colts 29.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. Making some progress here. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
At their own 39-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, first and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Sixty Bison. 60 Bison. Cup 19. Cup 19. Cougar 19. Go.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Escapes the pocket. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
79 Broncos. Tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 60 Maverick. 60 Panther 11. Panther 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Sends this to the end zone. And he's got it. Has a way out for a for touchdown! The Panthers lengthen the lead at the end of the third.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
The Panthers again going for two.
The Panthers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They want to run it across. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt.
Colts 29.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
19 light.
Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, you take a huge negative sack like that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Buffalo 18. Go, Reed, go.
Throwing from the gun here. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. The Panthers have set themselves up for the victory, Brock. Now just need to carry this lead through the final whistle. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 6. Dragon 60. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The coverage by Caleb.
Small little jab there, finally landed by the defense. Able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
He's going to try another deep one here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Rattler. 8. Go.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. Throw is caught by the back. Touchdown, Houston! The Panthers making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
So the offense is lined up. Panthers making another attempt at 2. They give it to the back on the zone read. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
Keeps the score.
Those defenders, they're just as excited as the fans when the offense signals they're going for 2. It's a chance to directly keep points off the board and really show some of that swagger that good defenses have.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the set.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Set up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Completed to his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
On the deep ball.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Breaks the tackle. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Into the hands of Ganson. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
39 yards.
Cougar 19, Mustang 19.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Right, running out of the gun. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run, a momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. 70 line.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Let's go, let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Design quarterback run here. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
You get to these goal-to-goal situations, you know what a win is defensively, Kate? A stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for 3rd and goal. He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Ready, set.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Desperation time here. And this is an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts get it back to within 2 possessions. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Colts 36.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Press all Eagles. 6 for the Eagles. 6 for the Eagles. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18.
Now Milton to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.